Good day, everyone. Welcome to Cooking with Bush Dog. And on the menu today, we have something really special for you all. Plug soup. And I thought I'd try this a little differently. I got this nice little fireplace here. So I built myself a fire. Just reposition the camera so it's a little higher. Built a nice little fire. The pot of water on, and my wood's a little moist here, damp from getting snowed on, unfortunately, but it's burning. Not the best fire tongs, but fire's not all that hot anyway. Actually, I'm going to leave that door open because it does seem to burn a little better. Quit messing with it. Watched pot never boils, right? I'd noticed there just a few minutes ago it was just starting to get the odd little bubble in it, so maybe before too long she will be boiling away. We can take her off and we can bring her inside the scrap camper. I do have another little batch going in this slow cooker here, and it's not very warm yet, and it's, I mean, yeah, you could leave your hands in there all day. It's just nice and warm. It's not hot or nothing. It's only 47 watts. It's low electricity as well. It does get them warm enough to soften the rubber enough to pull them out as well. It just takes a little bit longer. Yeah, so you got a variety of plugs in there. I think there might even be there's a little mini 220. He's just a little guy. We'll tuck him back down in there. I got a pot set up here, so when the one on the fireplace out there is ready to come inside, I'll set it on here. My little work area inside my camper. You guys have seen in here. Yeah. It's a little cloudy today, but the temperatures are nice. So I thought this would be a good day for a plug soup video. First time that I've done one. Not the first time I've made plug soup, but my first plug soup. Yeah, maybe another minute or so, couple minutes. These should be nice and soft. Well, we'll give her a check. See here. No boiling yet. Starting to see some bubbles coming. And plug should be getting nice and soft. Smells good. Yeah, here we'll take the camera inside, get it kind of set up. Alright everyone, here we are back inside with the plug soup. She was at a nice good boil there while I was getting things set up inside to shuck these plugs. I also have that little one there, he's kind of behind, he's a little slow, but they are getting warm and softer. So I'll set the camera up there maybe where you guys can kind of see. This little container here is what I put my the ends, copper on them for the time being. That was from one other evening when I was sitting down. Actually, I was pulling those ones a week or so ago. And it made me think, you know, I should get my plug soup video up. So I got a pair of channel locks. And then just a pair of side cutters here. Those seem to work good. You can adjust quick enough for different plugs if needed be, but that's going to be a little hot. I'm always silly like that. Yeah, just reach in, maybe flip them around so you get that kind of at a nice point. And that they just pull out like nothing. Throw that on the floor. I forgot to bring a bucket in to put the other plugs in. Suppose I probably could have set up a timer to see how long it takes me to do this pot. Yeah, no effort at all. Opposed to trying to pull them out when they're cold or, you know, just as is. Over the fire, I think that works a little better than the slow cooker. It really softens those plugs up and doesn't cost a guy anything really to do it. I think what takes the longest actually is just fishing them out of the pot. I just put some paper towel down to catch the water, a bit of it anyway. Save from getting my little mat here on my bench too wet. It is silicone, so not a real big deal or nothing. It's a high heat silicone. Which I, well, all silicones, I'll hear that one in the comments. Bush Dog. Oh, this one I'm fighting with now. There we go. Bush Dog, all silicone is high heat. I know, I know. Here I'm trying to go a little faster, so you try going quick, too quick, and well, it's so soft the pliers don't want to grab up, tighten up the jaw a bit. There we go. Yeah, and then I'll go and take a little pair of flush cutters, pliers. I actually like to get as much copper, so I'll just set that down. I will take the crimp over, bend it over on the ones that I can, and get out as much of the copper as possible. This is just something I do in spare time, and now that it's winter, I got a lot more spare time. I'm not too worried about my time that it takes necessarily, because it's more just something to keep me busy in the evenings, and I wouldn't be doing too much anyway. Except for watching Scrap Family videos. Shout out to the Scrap Family. Anybody else that's new to the channel, thank you for watching. And well, this one's got some kind of a hard plastic. These clear ones, those are those, they got an LED light, I believe, inside of it, I think, right? So never actually pulled one of those apart. That plastic, once it cools down, just snaps. Good stuff. And we'll save that one, and we'll dissect it down a little further. See what's all up inside of those ones with the lights. Here I've switched hands. Let's go for that. I can just reach in, the prongs are, whoa, sticking out. The water's not quite so hot. That 220, 240 plug. We'll go with that one next here. Ooh. Excuse me. A little more. Oh, there's come out with 60%. Pulled the whole insulator out with it. That's all good. We can strip that down. Strip it off there. You are not going to get the best of me. I hope. Not that way anyway. Yeah, some of these you can put up, oh, there we go. Put up a little bit more fight than the smaller plugs. Maybe it wasn't quite in the boiling long enough. Oh, that one, the insulator didn't come with it, so I just got the nice piece of number 2. Nice heavy pieces of brass off those ones. Yeah, so see if I can do it with these pliers here. And that one's already stripped down, but so I'll just oh, it just wants to bend on me. Might not be worth the time, but sometimes you can get the little crimp over to open up easily enough. Sometimes not. Sometimes it's just more fighting around with it. Break little bits of the copper off. Yeah, some of the strands, some of the little bits there come loose. But there, and then I get the whole number 2 and the whole piece of clean brass. I won't, I don't have anything to put the, actually yes I do. Chuck them into a little, put the number 2 copper in this marshmallow bag. Set that down there. Throw the brass plug in there. Toss him on the floor. Those guys back there. Clean up with paper towel. And continue on. So yeah, that one took a little longer. Showing you how I like to get all the copper off. I know it doesn't really matter. You can send that bits of copper with your brass. They don't complain. Generally. These little ones, they pull out really nice and easy. And my pliers a little too drawn in too tight. My small hands. Yeah, we'll reset those. A vise works pretty good, but I just find using the channel locks works just as good. Maybe a little quicker, I don't know. You're not always cranking the vise open and tightening it back up. And the vise, you could probably put a couple, if you had a bunch of the same plugs, you could put a bunch of those in all at the same time and, you know, kind of in a line. But sometimes don't always have all the same plugs. I have to thank everybody for all the love and support on the channel. It's growing way faster than I ever imagined it could. Thank everybody. Oh, here I am. Working 2 left hands again. Yeah. Just can't thank you guys all enough. Oh, there we go. So that, try to get more content out and different stuff than usually what I've done. Most of it's just showing stuff. Now that winter is upon us, I am currently laid off, so lots of time to try to film, make lots of good videos for you guys. Try not to do the same videos at the same times. One of the little strands of copper come separate there, so we'll throw that into that marshmallow bag. Yeah, I don't want to have the same videos that everybody's putting out, but when you do, there's only so many, I suppose, variations of scrapping, ways of scrapping. Everyone does do it a little different, but oh, hands are getting wet. These ones as well, they have like a plastic inside, so some of that comes out with it, I guess. I notice on some of these, I'm pulling out, a little bit of the plug that catches on that part tears up. It just pops off real easy. I'm gonna dry my hands quick. Only a couple more left in the pot there. And there is that little slow cooker there. So once I get these done, we'll have a look-see. Have a test on a plug from there. So all that is left in this pot are, I'd thrown a couple of these guys in. I didn't know if they'd soften up enough. Or somewhere I have a knife handy. We'll hold it with the pliers here. I'm just gonna get rid of that paper towel. That dug in there pretty good. Oh. A little. Just extend the blade here a little bit. A little cut around here. And maybe that outer shell will just hopefully was hoping that it would just peel right away. Try to keep that on camera. Mixing with the side cutters, you can give that stuff a little nip here and there if you need. Right under that. Oh, there it is, flying out of my hand. Sometimes it's hard to hold things. Hold things a little better with your own hands sometimes. Oh, and that piece that just broke apart. I know these things are just the other end of the plugs is sometimes a real pain. A little cut in there. So yeah, these are a little more tedious. I'm probably going about this wrongly. Should be just more focusing how to, it's got a hard plastic thing in there, so. Give that plastic a cut. There. About that, everyone. Wife just had to come in and grab something. Just had to let her know that I was filming. I wasn't sure if she had. Kind of surprised me. Sometimes she's got music playing on her phone, so wasn't the case this time. But I'm not really thinking that that's really worth my time. Especially for this video. It eats up a lot of you guys' time, unfortunately, I know. But if you're still here with me, that is amazing. So yeah, there is just a little bit left in there. Another pair of pliers here, maybe I can grab it with, I'm not sure. That's just really finicky. It's gonna wind up being a little longer video than I thought trying to get. A lot of work for a tiny little piece of brass. This is probably why in a lot of the plug soup videos you don't see the other end of the plug. Nobody wants to show fighting with it. And this is why. But that looks like everything out of that one that I can see, so we'll throw the little just dig out the rest of this copper here while we're here. You're already here, and we'll just get her. So we'll move that pot. Move this little guy over. Put my paper towel back down just to catch the water again. Oh, I guess I didn't get all of this one. Let's further see. I think these are You know, I'm not really sure why this would have a dial on it. I was thinking maybe it was a lockout, but I'm not too sure. And of course, that's just gonna... It's gonna yeet itself across the room here. Maybe that'll... The rest of it just appears to be plastic. There's nothing more that rattles or anything in there, so I'm good with that. On to the rest of the plugs. But yeah, I'm sure that's why you never see anybody do those ends of the plugs on videos, because it's a pain. Not all the copper pulled out. A little bit of number 2. That happens in some of these. It's probably when they make them, they actually crimp the copper off themselves, but... So right from factory, there'd be a flaw in there. Yeah, the water from the slow cooker here definitely didn't soften the plugs up the same. They're still pretty soft, but we'll leave that one. Dropped on the floor. That nice other little 220. Resize the jaws here on my pliers so I can get a better bite on it. And that one come out all right. Oh. There we go. Drop that one right into the other pot. And go back to the side cutters. Oh. No good. That one just broke right off. Let that one come out a little better. I can pretty much fish those right out of that water. It's not very hot. Ding! Oh, and that one broke off. because it does happen with some of them. And usually after a while you'll get a rhythm going. Just fortunately for me, I have no rhythm. You see a little piece of number 2 that stayed behind. So we got 4 more left here. And we'll wrap this video up. I do have a digital scale, but it's actually not set up. It's in the box actually right beside me. I had to put it away there a little while ago, just needed room, and moving from a, oh, shoot. That one really held on there. A couple pieces of the wire broke off. But yeah, no, I had, from moving from summer, where I scrap in the summer, to here into the camper where it's a little bit warmer. Less area to try to heat. So my stuff, I still got to get it set up in here, and scale being one of them. So I won't be able to get a weight on this. It's probably not a pound, I would say, but I do have the about 2/3 of a 5-gallon pail and a whole bunch of cords still to be processed, so there will be lots of plugs yet. Keep me busy at this for a while. Plunking away in the evenings. Yeah, those ones, I say that one, the little pot here, the slow cooker, it doesn't heat up the water quite like it did over the fire. But that has them all stripped. Plugs all over the floor. Empty pots. So I will strip those down, and like I said, if I can, I'll open up the crimp, get as much of the copper off as I can. Some of these, they'll just get nipped off. Yeah, everyone, I think that's gonna conclude this video. So if you liked and enjoyed and made it this far, smash the like button, comment down below, subscribe if you're not already, please, and share me out across all the social media platforms. I'm going to be definitely working on more videos. So until the next one, cheers.